Here are the top 5 planner questions that I hear all of the time, plus a special invitation just for you. Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and I have been decorative planning since around 2021 and sharing on YouTube all things planner since around 2021, 2022, and I have heard a million questions over the years. Today, I've narrowed it down to the top 5 questions that I hear about planning all of the time. Plus, I cannot wait to tell you about a very special virtual planner cruise that I think you are going to be super excited about. We are going to decorate a planner spread with some of my favorite stickers from Live Love Posh and Pipsticks, and I'm going to talk about all of those questions and give you your invitation to this year's planner camp. We're going on a planner cruise. Let's go. All right, today I am getting ready for something really fun, and that is Planner Camp coming up this June. Planner Camp is something we have done for the past few years, and this year's theme is going to be a planner cruise, a virtual planner cruise where we can connect and refresh all together. I thought this would be the perfect time to kind of sit down, decorate a spread, and talk through some of the most common planner questions I hear over and over again. So as I start laying down the stickers, we're going to play with some Live Love Posh, some Pipsticks. I'm going to start going through some of the questions, starting with question number 1. The first question is, how do I reset my planner when I feel behind? Or what do I do when I've missed a week, a month in my planner? And the truth is, you don't need to reset everything. I think a lot of times we start to feel guilty or feel like we've messed up our planner and we need to start over completely, or we need a whole new layout, or whatever the case may be. And that's just not true. When I have kind of lost touch with my planner, what really helps me is picking one section, just one, and refreshing it. Maybe pulling out a few pages, trying something new, maybe just updating that page, or taking out the things that I'm not currently using. But truthfully, the biggest thing is just letting go of the guilt. Some weeks are great, some months are great, and then other times we just don't get to our planner, and it's okay. The truth is, your planner is there to support you and not make you feel behind. This is actually how we are going to start off our planner cruise as we are packing our bags and getting ready to board the ship. Is we are going to do a very gentle planner reset. Okay, question number 2. How do I know what to actually keep in my planner? And this can be really overwhelming because there are so many choices of layouts and inserts. It really comes down to what you actually use. It's not about picking something that looks good. It's not about what worked for someone else. As much as I love sharing all of my spreads here on Patreon, sometimes my spreads don't work for other people. It's about what you are reaching for over and over and what your planning style is. If there is a section of your planner that hasn't been touched in weeks, it probably doesn't need to be front and center in your planner right now. It's okay to adapt and change. What I have learned over the years of planning is to really focus on my go-to layouts, especially in busy seasons. I have certain layouts that are just my go-tos. They are the ones that I come back to, certain stickers I love, certain tools, and I just try to keep it simple. The truth is, the simpler it is, the more likely I am to use it. And when I am in my planner, when I am using it, it is really a wonderful tool to help me track so many things in my life. During the month of June over in Patreon, on our virtual planner cruise, we're going to talk a lot about ways to make planning feel easier and more fun to help you stay engaged in your planner. Okay, question number 3. How do I plan my week without it feeling overwhelming? That's a big one. There's a couple of different answers to that, but I think the biggest shift for me has been to get away from things feeling super rigid. Hour by hour planning for me just has not worked. Instead of trying to plan every single thing minute to minute, what I have done is started to shift my thinking to more of sections of my day. What needs to happen in the morning? What needs to happen in the afternoon? And what I want my evening to feel like. Thinking of your schedule in that manner kind of gives structure, but also flexibility. When we are too rigid, life comes in and gets in the way. We get off track and we feel like we can't get back into our planner. And when we are too flexible, we tend to float and drift and lose touch with the goals that we set. During our planner cruise, we're actually turning our weekly schedules into more of an itinerary, more of a look at how we can block out time and use our planner to help us block out that time. And I can't wait for you to see that exclusive video. Okay, the next question is a huge one. How do I stay consistent with my planner? And I think this is where we start to overcomplicate things. I have certainly been guilty of this in the past. Consistency doesn't come from doing more or tracking more. It comes from making things easier and building routines into your life that are simple enough to follow on a regular basis, not during just your ideal week, not when everything is going swimmingly, but when life starts to interrupt the regularly scheduled program. What are the routines that you have built in to help you be anchored to some of your goals and some of the things that just make you feel good on a weekly basis? For me, that looks like having a few really simple routines, things I come back to each and every day. It might be sitting down with my planner in the morning while I'm having my cup of coffee, or maybe doing a nightly reset. Either one and a few things in between are kind of those touch points, those anchors in my day, in my week, that help me to stay on track. It doesn't have to be a long list of things that you do on a daily or on a weekly basis. It is a simple routine that you can return to over and over again. And that's what really starts to build the consistency. And we're actually creating something called anchor pages in the month of June during our planner camp as one of our fun cruise activities, simple routines that can keep you grounded. And these anchor pages will be in your planner to help you root into or be reminded of those routines. All right, last question, and I really do hear this one so much. What do I do when I get bored with my planner? First of all, that is completely normal. I literally do this for a living and I still get bored with my planner sometimes, but I have some kind of go-to things when it starts to feel a little bit stale. It's usually easiest to change something small. So maybe it is trying a new layout, using a different style of stickers than you're used to, or maybe even adding in a little memory keeping, something really personalized. You don't have to throw out the planner you chose for 2026. You don't have to start from scratch. Really, you just have to change one little thing. It's usually about one little spark of something new that helps you kind of get back into your planning groove. And honestly, this is where the planner cruise, first of all, the timing is perfect. I think June is the perfect time for a reset and a refresh of your planner. And it's about doing some fun themed spreads, trying new layouts, and just really playing in our planners again. For the past 3 years, Planner Camp has been the most popular month over on my Patreon channel. And I think this virtual planner cruise is going to surpass all of the planner camps before. I cannot wait to set sail with all of you. So let's talk about what would be included as part of your cruise package. This is a virtual cruise and all of the cruising content can be found over on Patreon and it starts on June the 1st. That is when we set sail. Different elements of the cruise and planner camp are available at different levels of Patreon. People always ask me, what level should I start with? I usually recommend the yellow tier. It's called the Inspiration Insider tier, and that is the tier where you start to receive all of that exclusive video content. So if you are excited to try anchor pages, to work on your weekly itinerary, and to do some of those fun planner camp excursions with us, then that is the tier that you're going to want to join. The truth is there are so many fun things happening at all of the tiers, and I work really hard to make sure that our planner cruise has something for every single budget. The Creative Companion tier, or the pink tier, is the first tier where you actually get access to all of the challenges, the inspiration, the printables, of which there are going to be so many during Planner Camp. Those are all going to start being available at the pink tier. The yellow tier is that Inspiration Insider tier, and that is where you do get access to the 9 exclusive videos that are coming up to take us through our planner cruise in June. The green tier is what I call the Crafting Companion tier, and this is the one where you're really going to start to connect with other planners and other crafters in this community. All of the tiers have access to our Patreon chats. So that is a chat group where you can type and send photos and things like that. But if you are excited for live events happening during Planner Cruise, then the green tier is the one for you. And if you, like me, love to pick up souvenirs while you are vacationing and cruising, then the Happy Mail Club tier may be the perfect one for you, because as part of the Happy Mail Club tier, you receive Happy Mail from me each and every month. There are so many perks, so many things to take advantage of, but I always want to remind you, it's not about doing every single little thing. Just like when you go on a typical vacation or a typical cruise, you pick and choose what is going to work for you. The point is to set aside a little bit of that time, just moments in your week where you can dig in and connect with the things that you love, the hobbies you love, and connecting with other crafters that really understand your passion for planning. All right, so if you've been feeling stuck in your planner, been feeling like you're in a little bit of a rut, or if you're just really wanting a fun, creative reset into the summer, I'd love for you to join us for our virtual planner cruise over on Patreon this June. We've got a full month plan: printables, resets, decorating, memory keeping, trying new layouts, challenges, badges, tons of fun things, and most importantly, an amazing community to do it with. I'll have my Patreon group linked down below, plus all of the background info on our virtual planner cruise. I also have the QR code on the screen that you can scan to find out more. I cannot wait to see all of you on board for our virtual planner cruise. Everything kicks off June the 1st, so now's the perfect time to join. Huge shout out to my current Patreon crew. I cannot wait to set sail with you all very soon, and thank you for your continued support. All right, that is going to wrap up this spread. I hope that you have a fabulous day, and as always, keep it creative.